addressed members. Because since we were sworn in after the election, we have not gone on recess. We have been waiting. We would have gone on recess even before the primaries. And one reason or the other, we have not gone on recess. So having worked exhaustively and the rest of them, I think that we should have time to rest. So what happened this morning, after addressing everybody, I adjourned the house, Synod. So I came out and then I saw a crowd of boys and everything. I had to go into my car. What I know is that after I adjourned the house, the sergeant at arms walked me out with the mace. That's the best I know. And I came into my car and I drove off.
Do you know what would have led to this sporadic shooting at the today?
There were security people. When I arrived there this morning, I also even saw security. So I was even wondering what was happening. The security people. For my thinking is that perhaps maybe the way boy crowd was rushing towards my distance. Maybe the way to scare security people, the way to scare people, so that no harm will be done. I think that would have happened.
It's alleged that you had an agreement, a prior agreement with Governor Seriake Dixon to step down, to resign, if Senator Doediri becomes the flag bearer of PDP.
I don't know if we have any record on that. The issue is that the governor addressed us. I don't want to go back and mention what happened thereafter.
No, but did you enter any agreement?
I did not enter any agreement.
Can you repeat that, please?
I did not enter an agreement. The issues that the governor spoke, I was to benefit on that day that I'm going to be sworn in. So I thanked them and I walked away. Discussions ensued after them, which I'm not going to say now. At the appropriate time, we're going to say that. The issue is that I've been with Governor Dixon for over 15 years standing. I've been loyal, I've been working, I've been committed. So I did not enter an agreement. If there's any agreement of such, they should bring it out and show the public. There's no agreement.
So it's alleged also now by Bayelsa that the idea is for you to step down, which will pave way for Senator Doediri to become governor, to actually win, because if you're there as speaker, it may affect his candidature.
Why would he say that? PDP is a party on ground in Bayelsa. Other places that has happened before. My boss, His Excellency the Governor, when he was coming to contest, the Speaker of the House then was Nestor Binabo Kempade. He was the Speaker. Even he became even acting governor. In that capacity, he stayed and conducted the elections and the governor won. All I know is that if Doediri, which I also supported seriously in the primaries and even still supporting, if Doediri wins the election, at the point of his swearing in, after swearing in, it happens that since the deputy governorship candidate is not from the West, it happens that I'm going to resign for the speakership to go to the East. And now within the same senatorial district asking me to leave is what I don't understand. The issue is that Kolokumo Pokma will want governor. I am also in support of that and I'm working towards that. But what if, God forbid, anything goes wrong and we didn't win it and then I've relinquished my position? What happens? So that's the idea I don't understand. We're all working towards it. We're a party on ground. It doesn't matter taking the speakership to anywhere to win an election. If we campaign well, work hard well with our policies, and with what the governor have done, we were supposed to have won this election. So why should I now be the sacrificial lamb? I'm making it look like I am against Kolokumo Pokma position the governor. That's not correct. That's not right.
Are you aware that some members of the Bayelsa House of Assembly at the moment believe that you've been impeached?
Well, they will think that way. Then I think that whatever action that have taken place after I left the chambers is an illegality. Because as the speaker, I convened the house. We had plenary. And I adjourned the house Synod. Same day, the speakers adjourned the house and have left. People will now see who reconvened the house. It is my legal right now to reconvene that house for sitting to take place. So any sitting to have taken place after I've adjourned the house Synod and left is an illegality. Let us not do that. It's an illegality. So if anybody believes that I've been impeached, fine, that's to them. But for me, I still stand as the Speaker of the House.
Okay, now looking at politics, Bayelsa state politics. Now this is inter-party issue, not even APC PDP. This is within PDP. What's your thought? What's your thought regarding interference of the executive on the legislative arm of the state?
The issue is that even when I addressed them this morning, I mentioned that we should try to respect the sanctity and independence of the different arms of government. So we as a people, we should take that into cognizance. That's what I'm going to say on that matter.
Would you or are you considering defecting to another party?
I'm not considering that. I'm a PDP member. I won this election on the platform of PDP. I'm not defecting. The only thing I'm saying is that it's an injustice done to me. That's why I see it. And for goodness sake, we should also look at competence and performance and the rest of them. What is the issue? I was elected speaker and the entire Bayelsa celebrated. I've been doing the job. Did they find out any gross misconduct on my activities? Have I gone wrong in anything? Have I misappropriated funds that deserve me to now leave? Yes, as my brother wants to become governor and I leave and then God forbid something goes wrong, I will have not won. What happens to the local government area? As far as I'm concerned, this is not right for me. We have worked, the local government has worked for other people before. We had Alamise as governor and Brigidi became senator from same local government area, and everybody still saw that and worked and delivered the party. So that's what we should be working towards, and that's what we should be telling everybody. And as a speaker, I also have now a large followership and a coverage. Because as a speaker, I reach out to everywhere. In fact, before now, I was even putting up an NGO that is going to campaign across all units and wards in the states. So I can also use that to attract this thing to our party.
When you say they, who specifically are you referring to the PDP? Are you referring to the governor? Are you referring to the executive? When you say they, who are you referring to?
I don't understand what you mean by they.
You said they have done well, so what they are doing to me, what they are doing to me is unfair. It's injustice.
Of course, the insinuation that I should resign, there was an agreement, and I should resign, and then a purported impeachment. Is it necessary at this point in time? Is it necessary? There are also times that I've also been promised speakership and it didn't come, and I didn't kill my brother, I didn't kill myself. And I've been working loyally and dedicated. Because I didn't come to the house expecting I was going to be speaker. And now that I've gotten here, what have I done wrong that I should leave?
What's the way forward?
Well, the way forward, as far as I do know, the house is adjourned, and we are supposed to be on recess for 6 weeks, and it takes only me to convene the house. Definitely, it's our leader. I'll be called for discussions and the rest of them. It's Anita. The issue, what I want to say is that even the resignation thing we're talking about, the house is not made up solely of PDP alone. So I'm the speaker of everybody in the house. So for me, I'm sure there will be discussions and everything. But what I know now is that I'm still the speaker. That's what I know. That's what I'm doing.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you.